Have you ever felt like you're standing right in front of the truth, yet you can't see it? Like a woman's heart is speaking, but in a language you don't understand. Most men live blind to these signals. They think love only comes with big words or dramatic confessions, but the reality is far more subtle. Women rarely say, "I love you," directly. Instead, they reveal it in small, deliberate actions that most men are too distracted to notice. And that's why so many men fall into confusion, heartbreak, or the friend zone without ever realizing what was right in front of them. But here, on Stoic Reflections, we strip away the noise and bring you timeless wisdom. We combine female psychology with the ancient power of Stoic philosophy to help you see what others miss. The hidden signs, the silent truths, the patterns beneath the surface. Today, we'll uncover the 7 undeniable signs that a woman secretly loves you. And I promise you this, once you understand them, you'll never look at her actions the same way again. 1. She finds excuses to be around you. One of the most powerful signs a woman secretly loves you is the way she always finds a reason to be in your space. Pay attention closely because this isn't random. Women are masters at disguising their intentions while still positioning themselves where they want to be. If she truly has feelings for you, she won't risk coming off too obvious, but she also won't leave it up to chance. Instead, she'll create little opportunities to cross paths with you. Maybe she just happens to be near you at work or school. Maybe she lingers a little longer after a group hangout just so the two of you can talk. Or maybe she texts you about something small, something she could have figured out herself, because what she really wanted was the excuse to connect. Here's where most men get it wrong. They assume it's all coincidence. They tell themselves, "Oh, she just had free time," or "she's just being friendly." But let me be brutally honest with you. Women are intentional. If she wanted nothing to do with you, she would never make extra effort. In fact, she'd do the opposite. She'd keep her distance. But when she secretly loves you, she'll keep showing up, often in ways that seem subtle, but they're deliberate. Think about it. A woman who doesn't care won't carve time out of her day to check in. She won't rearrange her plans just to be near you. But a woman who secretly has feelings will do it again and again, but under the radar. She'll frame it as coincidence so she doesn't expose herself too soon. And that's where most men miss the signal. A Stoic man, however, doesn't dismiss it. He notices, he observes. He doesn't jump to conclusions, but he also doesn't ignore what's right in front of him. When she keeps circling back into your world, it's not random. It's strategy mixed with emotion. She's testing whether you notice her presence and whether you'll step up to claim the moment. Here's the key takeaway. If she consistently finds reasons to be near you, it's not by accident. Women value their time. They don't waste it on men they don't care about. Her presence is her way of saying what she's not ready to put into words yet. You matter more than you think. 2. She remembers the little things about you. Here's a truth most men overlook. When a woman secretly loves you, her attention to detail becomes razor sharp. She's not just hearing your words, she's storing them, replaying them, and building an emotional map of who you are. This is where the difference shows between a woman who sees you as just another guy and a woman who quietly adores you. Think about it. Most people forget the small stuff. You mention your favorite food, a story from childhood, or a random goal you have, and it goes in one ear and out the other. But not with her. If she secretly loves you, she'll bring it up weeks later almost casually like, "Did you ever buy that book you mentioned?" Or, "I saw your favorite snack today. Thought of you." She's not doing this for points. She's doing it because her mind naturally clings to the things that matter to you. This is not about memory, it's about investment. Women don't waste emotional energy on men they don't care about. When she remembers tiny details, the exact way you like your coffee, the fact that you've got an important meeting coming up, or that you once mentioned your dream trip to Italy. It's because she's mentally prioritizing you. That's not friendship. That's love in disguise. Now, here's where most men misread it. They think, oh, she's just thoughtful. She's like that with everyone. Wrong. Yes, some women are kind, but nobody consistently locks in on another person's micro details unless there's an emotional pull. If she secretly loves you, her focus on you is different, deeper, sharper, and more intentional. A Stoic man doesn't get flustered by this. He doesn't rush to call it out or brag. He notices, he appreciates, and he understands that this is a test of presence. If she's paying attention to you, are you grounded enough to recognize it without overreacting? That's the masculine edge. Here's the bottom line. If a woman remembers things you thought were forgettable, she's telling you something without saying it. She's revealing her heart in coded form, hoping you'll be sharp enough to see it. Don't dismiss it as coincidence. Don't downplay it as just being nice. When she locks onto the small things about you, it's because you're not small to her. You're everything. 3. She gets jealous in subtle ways. One of the strongest signs a woman secretly loves you is how she reacts when other women enter the picture. Pay close attention here, because this is where her emotions betray her. A woman who has no feelings for you won't care if you're talking to another girl, laughing with her, or even giving her attention. But when she secretly loves you, she'll notice instantly, and her body language, her tone, and even her silence will give her away. It might not be dramatic. She won't storm off or openly accuse you of flirting. Instead, it'll come out in subtle ways. Maybe her mood shifts suddenly. Maybe she teases you about the other woman, pretending it's a joke but secretly fishing for answers. Or maybe she goes quieter than usual, as if something is bothering her, but she doesn't want to admit it. That's jealousy at work, and it's not negative. It's proof that she values you more than she wants to reveal. Here's where men get it wrong. Most men think jealousy means she's controlling or insecure. But when it's subtle, when it's controlled, jealousy is actually an emotional signal of care. A woman only feels jealous when she fears losing something valuable. If you were just a friend, she wouldn't care who you spoke to. But when you mean more than you realize, her emotions flare the moment she feels competition. A Stoic man doesn't mock her for it. He doesn't use it to play games or inflate his ego. Instead, he recognizes it for what it is, evidence of hidden affection. He sees through the disguise. He knows that behind her teasing or her sudden silence lies one truth. She doesn't want to share his attention because she secretly wants to be the one who has it all. Think about it this way. When you're hugging another female friend and she happens to witness it, watch her reaction. Does she look away quickly? Does she suddenly bring up something random to distract you? Or maybe she makes a playful comment like, "Wow, you two looked close." That's not random. It's her subtle way of saying, "I wish that was me." Here's the blunt truth. Women don't waste jealousy on men they don't care about. If she gets bothered, even in small, almost invisible ways, it's because her emotions are already invested. And that quiet jealousy, whether she admits it or not, is love in disguise. 4. She finds reasons to touch you. Here's a reality most men never pick up on. When a woman secretly loves you, her body betrays her before her words ever will. Touch is one of the most powerful signals of hidden attraction. She may not come out and say, "I want you," but she'll let her hands, her proximity, and her gestures do the talking. The way she does it is subtle. So subtle that if you're not paying attention, you'll dismiss it as casual friendliness. But make no mistake, women don't accidentally touch men they don't care about. Think about it. You're sitting together, and she brushes her hand against yours while laughing. She adjusts your shirt collar or wipes something off your face when you could have done it yourself. She gives you a playful push when you tease her, or she lingers in a hug just a little longer than necessary. These are not random. These are tests. tiny invitations to see if you notice, to see how you respond, and to see if you feel the same. Here's where most men misinterpret. They either overreact, thinking one touch means she's head over heels, or they underreact, brushing it off as if she's just being nice. Both are mistakes. Women don't offer physical closeness unless there's comfort, trust, and attraction underneath. If she didn't feel something for you, she'd actually guard her space, keeping distance to avoid giving the wrong impression. So when she's breaking that barrier again and again, it's because her feelings are spilling through. A Stoic man handles this differently. He doesn't jump like he's shocked by her touch, and he doesn't lean in desperately as if it's his only chance. He receives it calmly, confidently. He recognizes the meaning, but he doesn't let excitement break his frame. Why? Because masculine energy is grounded. It doesn't chase validation. It acknowledges the signal, stays composed, and lets her attraction grow even stronger. Here's the blunt truth. Women crave connection through touch, but they only initiate it with men they feel drawn to. If she's constantly finding little ways to bridge the gap, touching your arm while talking, fixing your hair, giving playful nudges, she's not being friendly. She's confessing without confessing. Her touch is her secret love letter written on your skin instead of on paper. Pay attention, because when she reaches for you physically, she's already reached for you emotionally. 5. She opens up about her personal life. One of the clearest signs a woman secretly loves you is when she begins to let you into her inner world. Most men underestimate this, but trust me, it's not a small thing. Women are naturally protective of their emotions, their fears, and their private struggles. They don't just hand out that access to anyone. But when she secretly loves you, she'll start peeling back layers of her life that she doesn't show to others, and if you're sharp, you'll notice it. It often begins in subtle ways. She might casually mention her dreams, her insecurities, or the things she struggles with. She may tell you about her childhood, her family dynamics, or past experiences that shaped her. She'll share the things that make her laugh uncontrollably, and the things that keep her awake at night. And she does this not because she's bored, or because she needs someone to listen, but because she trusts you enough to carry pieces of her story. That's no accident. That's love in disguise. Here's what most men miss. They think opening up is just friendly conversation, but women don't reveal their raw emotions to men they don't feel a deep connection with. If she just sees you as another guy, she'll keep things surface level, light, fun, casual. But when she starts pulling back the curtain and letting you see the vulnerable side, she's saying something without words. You matter enough for me to be real with you. A Stoic man understands the weight of this. He doesn't laugh it off. He doesn't rush to give shallow advice, and he definitely doesn't panic at her vulnerability. Instead, he listens with presence. He allows her to feel safe in that moment, and that safety builds an even deeper bond. Why? Because women crave a man who can hold space for them, someone strong enough not just physically, but emotionally. Here's the truth most men don't want to face. If she's opening up her heart to you, she's already imagining you as someone she could lean on long term. This isn't small talk, it's a test of trust. She's watching how you respond to see if you're grounded, if you can handle her honesty, and if you're the kind of man she can truly give herself to. So, pay attention. If she lets you in past the surface and shows you the unpolished parts of her life, it's not random, it's rare, it's personal, and it's one of the strongest signs that her love for you is real, even if she hasn't spoken the words yet. 6. She supports you more than anyone else. Here's a truth men often overlook. When a woman secretly loves you, she becomes your biggest silent supporter. She may not announce it loudly, she may not even admit her feelings openly, but her actions will show where her heart is. Pay attention to how she responds to your goals, your struggles, and your wins. If she loves you, she'll be in your corner even when no one else is. Think about it. You casually mention a project you're working on, and suddenly she's asking for updates. You talk about your goals, and she not only listens, but encourages you, reminding you that you're capable when you start doubting yourself. She might even celebrate your victories more passionately than you do, cheering you on when you land that promotion, congratulating you when you hit the gym consistently, or pushing you to keep going when life throws setbacks your way. That's not just friendliness, that's emotional investment. Here's where most men fail to see the difference. A normal friend might pat you on the back and move on, but when a woman secretly loves you, her support carries weight. It's consistent, it's genuine. She's not just saying, "Good job." She's emotionally tied to your journey, almost as if your wins feel like her wins, and your struggles feel like hers too. That's love speaking in disguise. Now, here's the important part. A Stoic man doesn't abuse that support. He doesn't take it for granted, and he doesn't rely on it to validate himself. Instead, he notices it, appreciates it, and recognizes the meaning behind it. Because a woman who invests in your growth is showing you her deepest truth. She sees a future where your success and her happiness are connected. Picture this. You're having a rough day, questioning yourself. Most people shrug it off or change the subject, but she stays. She reassures you. She reminds you of your strengths when you can't see them yourself. That's not ordinary. That's loyalty born out of love. Here's the bottom line. Women don't go out of their way to build up men they don't care about. If she supports you more than anyone else, listening, encouraging, pushing, and celebrating, you're not just another guy in her life. You're the man she secretly loves, but hasn't yet confessed to. Her support is her silent confession, louder than any word she could say. 7. She imagines a future with you. Here's the ultimate giveaway that a woman secretly loves you. She starts weaving you into her future. Pay close attention, because this is the one sign most men completely overlook. Women don't plan ahead with men they don't care about. If you're just another guy in her orbit, her conversations about the future will either exclude you or stay vague. But when she secretly loves you, she'll begin dropping hints, painting scenarios, and subtly testing how you respond to the idea of you and her in the days ahead. It might start small. She'll say things like, "You'd love this place. We should go there someday." Or, "Imagine if we lived somewhere by the beach." She might talk about concerts, trips, or plans months away, and include you in them without hesitation. To the untrained ear, it sounds casual, but in reality, she's revealing something huge. She doesn't just see you in her present, she sees you in her future. And that is not accidental. Here's where men usually blow it. They shrug it off as just playful talk, not realizing what it actually means. Women don't create hypothetical futures with men they don't emotionally invest in. If she's envisioning someday scenarios with you, it's because she's already thinking about you as more than a temporary presence in her life. That's love. Quiet, cautious, but undeniable. A Stoic man recognizes this without losing composure. He doesn't jump in and start planning his wedding after the first hint, and he doesn't dismiss her words as meaningless. He notices, he absorbs, he understands that her mind is revealing what her lips are still too careful to say. Because love for women is not just about how they feel in the moment, it's about how they imagine the future. Think about it. When she shares her dreams, her bucket list, her vision of what life could look like, and she places you in those pictures, that's as close to a confession as you'll get without the actual words. She's testing whether you'll step into that vision with her or shy away. And your reaction tells her everything she needs to know about whether you're the man she can give her heart to fully. Here's the blunt truth. Women don't hand out future plans casually. If she includes you in her vision of tomorrow, it's because she already loves you today. That's the final and most powerful sign that her heart belongs to you, even if she hasn't spoken it yet. Gentlemen, if this message spoke to you, remember, Stoic strength isn't about chasing answers. It's about observing with clarity and acting with wisdom. That's what separates ordinary men from those who are unforgettable. If you found value in today's video, make sure to subscribe to Stoic Reflections and turn on the bell so you never miss the wisdom that can transform your mindset and relationships. Drop a comment below and share your thoughts. Have you ever noticed these signs in your own life? Your story might inspire someone else on this journey. And if this video helped you see things differently, give it a like and share it with another man who needs this truth. Until next time, stay grounded, stay disciplined, and as always, walk the path of a Stoic.